Service businesses here in Orange County. If you're watching this video, it's because you likely do not have an optimized Instagram bio. And if you give me the next few minutes, I'm going to explain to you exactly why it's very important. But the prerequisite that you need before you even have to have your Instagram bio optimized. Because the thing is, and what we're going to find is that even if you have the most optimized Instagram bio, if you are missing the attention, which is the most important thing, then it's not going to help, right? And so the very first thing that I want to note to you guys is that I only work with businesses here locally. And so if you're watching this, there's a very high likelihood chance that you're within this little map here. You're either in Anaheim, you're in Orange, you're in Santa Ana. Doesn't matter. I run ads locally, and I only work with local businesses here within Orange County, and I work with my clients with a mix of in-person as well as a mix of online. Traditional marketing agencies mainly work with people all online, right? They outsource labor to the Philippines. They outsource labor to India. We work with our clients one-on-one, and it's very important for us to have that relationship with them. And so that is what makes us different here, before I get into any details. So the very first thing that you need to have optimized for is attention. If your Instagram page does not have attention, then no matter what optimizations you do to your bio, they're not going to help. And so you can see here, I'll break down for you the components of what makes a good bio in a second, but the very most important thing is having a call to action. Message me keyword for a breakdown. Message me keyword for a free quote. Depending on your business, we optimize it and tailor it to that specific industry. And so if I didn't have over 245,000 views in my professional dashboard over 30 days, I wouldn't be getting people messaging me ads. But because I have attention, then people are going to DM me the keyword. And so the thing I want you to think about here as a service business, if you are already getting some sort of attention on your Instagram page and you optimize your bio, the attention you're already getting will likely convert into some inbound leads. If you optimize it the correct way, you're going to get people DMing you that keyword. But, however, if you don't have any traction, you don't have any attention, no matter how well you optimize it, and even if you follow this process to a T, it might not make a difference, right? And so attention is the most important thing. And so when you're optimizing your Instagram bio, there's a few things that you need to think about. People land onto your page and they want to immediately know what you do, where you do it, and how they can take the next step. And the reason we structure it this way is because I don't know about you guys, but I get hit by local service business ads that are from like all over the United States. Like I get hit by some from Michigan, some from Washington, some from Florida. And the reason, by the way, if you're curious, it's because these business owners are setting them up themselves and they have zero clue how running meta ads and Instagram ads work. So it's very important to run your targeting. If you are running ads, you need to make sure that you have the right targeting settings in your meta ads manager. If you do not, it's very likely that you are unknowingly paying to get your business seen by people who can't even buy from you. And because we have such a large amount of people who do not run their ads in their audience, when people land onto your page, they're already going to be thinking, well, like most businesses, I get hit by a lot of ads by businesses all over the US. So how do I know this is local? And so that's why it's very important to have in the second line where we do it. And so it's very clear on mine. I help Anaheim Cast service business owners or business owners. And you can put OC to be a little bit more structured. But what you want to have here is if you're very clear about where you serve. The first thing actually is going to be the what we do. And so if you're a construction company, if you're a gym, if you're whatever you do, you need to make it very, very clear about how you help people and what exactly you do. And the third most important component is the keyword for more information. And what that does is that streamlines your process. It might be somebody who's very interested in your services. They land on your page, they scroll through some content, and they're like, you know what, I would like to take the next step, but they don't know how to DM you. Like, hey, like, you know, and so they don't know what to say. And so if you make it clear to them, hey, say this, message me X, Y, and Z, and you'll get more information. It makes it very easy for them to take the next step, and you just have to handle it as an inbound lead, right? And on top of that, so here I have some examples of some clients we work with here locally so you guys can get a little bit of an understanding. So for this gym here, they focus on performance and recovery training. And so that's what they do. They're a performance and recovery training program. They're in Orange, California, and DM me reset for your free kinetic assessment. And so we're saying reset because, well, people want to reset their body, their training goals. And so it's very important to have the keyword that you're using, make it relevant to the services you offer, right? You know, if you're a lawn care company, message me lawn for more information. You don't want to like message me something random that doesn't make sense, right? So in this case here, my client here was building homes for people who were affected by Altadena fires. few months back, DM me rebuild for a step-by-step guide, right? And so depending on your service, if you rely on free estimates, free quotes, you might want to put DM me for free quotes. My nail school client messaged me nails for class info. So depending on your industry, you're going to have different keywords with different call to actions. And so the call to action is going to be like for more info, for a quote, to see how we can help, for a breakdown. So if you rely on free estimates, you might want to put free estimate or for a free quote. If you are something that is a little bit of a longer sales cycle, people generally want more information to like know if they're going to buy from you or not. You can just, put DM me X, Y, and Z for more info. Or, as I'm saying here, step-by-step guide, free kinetic assessment. Again, so the beautiful thing about the way I run my strategy is that the same way that I get my clients is the same way that I help my clients get clients. And so if you are watching this right now, it's very likely that you came from my ads at some point and now you are, trying to learn a little bit more of how my system works. And so I only work with local businesses. I preach what I sell is what I preach. It's how I sustain myself. And so, as I mentioned in the beginning of the video, it's very different to your average marketing agency who runs a lot of ads nationally. You don't really know where they're from. They might be outsourcing labor. And so, if you guys want, at any point, I meet with my clients in person. I like to meet with business owners here locally. If you guys are interested in hearing a little bit more, shoot me a DM and I would love to have a conversation with you and your business, see how we can tailor our strategy. As we mentioned, we tailor our strategies to the different sales cycles of every business, right? Different businesses will have different sales cycles and sales processes. And so we build this funnel with that in mind, right? And so with all that being said, I hope that this video provided value to you guys here in Orange County. If you guys have any questions, do not hesitate to DM me. And if you want me to review it, you're like, hey, I optimized my bio. Can you review this? I want to see what it looks like. Let me check it out. And one more thing, obviously in the day of AI and the days of all of that, they can help you with copywriting. I would try to play around with ChatGPT. And just remember, include some emojis. It always just looks more engaging. So I hope that you guys have a great rest of your day. If anybody has any questions, do not hesitate to reach out.